Okay, so you're walking to work and you come to the traffic lights and you press a button and the traffic stops and there is a motorist, there is someone on an e-bike and a cyclist, and they all stop. And the question is, which one of those guys has the biggest environmental footprint? I'll give you a second to think about it. Okay, and the answer is that you don't know. To find out, you'd have to sit them all down individually. You'd have to go through a full inventory of everything they do in their life, how much food they eat, where the food comes from. You'd have to look at other aspects of their life, like what home they live in, where they live, what products they use, what energy they use, etc., etc. There's quite a lot of things you'd have to look into to find out who actually among those three has the biggest environmental footprint and the lowest. So taking that on board, if these three guys, while at the lights, start having an argument amongst themselves over which one of them is causing the most damage to the environment in their life, that argument would be coming from a position of ignorance, unless they all knew each other very well and knew every single aspect about each other's lives, which they wouldn't. Okay, so second question. Okay, so you go to dinner with three people that you just met, and when it comes time to order food, you find out that one of them is a meat eater, one of them is a vegetarian, and one of them is a vegan. Now, which one of those three has the smallest or lightest environmental footprint? And I'll give you a second to think about that. And the answer is you don't know. And to know, you'd have to do the same as with the motorists and the e-bike rider and the cyclist. You'd have to do a full inventory on them. So if these people at your table start arguing amongst themselves over who has the biggest environmental footprint, again, it would be coming from a position of ignorance for all of them, because unless they really knew each other very well and knew every single detail about each other's lives. Okay, so next question, I'll take it to the extremes. You've got to, you go for a drink and you chat to these two people at the bar. One of them is a vegan cyclist, doesn't own a vehicle at all, doesn't eat any animal products or use any animal products. And the other guy, he's got a jet ski, a 4x4 vehicle, and he eats steak. Okay, so which one of those two has the lowest, the smallest environmental footprint? Okay, and it's the same answer as before. And I'll even go as far, let's go full extreme. Okay, we have someone who has devoted their life, everything in their power to reduce their environmental footprint. They do everything right that they can think of. And then you just got some random guy who just drives a car, eats meat, fucking doesn't look after electricity particularly, doesn't really think about it. It doesn't really enter his mind to think about it. Which one of those two has the biggest environmental impact?